Dreamaholic Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. Dab.
Let's
But before we
go.
get into the episode, I got my homie friend on the channel. It's been a minute, but tell them what's up, Emmanuel. We missed you over here, man.
No worries. How you guys doing? We're ready for an amazing chapter review. This week's chapter is amazing. Let's get into it.
So tell them where you can find you on social media.
On social media, you can find me on Novaswall, Ademeter, and you can also, just Novaswall. We're talking about anime. So let's go.
Okay, but you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn notification, notify for all anime content from chapter reviews, tier listing, all that different type of things. Remember to follow my co-host RNC Dark_TV on his Twitch and his YouTube if you're interested in gaming type content. So now let's get into the amazing chapter 1054, Flame Emperor. We start off with Green Bull stepping through. He's coming through Wano. He's not taking any bull. What is your opinion on Green Bull? Like walking one, I think it's kind of interesting that we have a new like a new admiral, and his ideology as he talks about it, and it's basically like he's like, so out of the admirals, he's the one that seems like the most loyal to the government. Like he's like, the things are perfect the way things are. Like, because even I kind of was like, he doesn't like the way the celestial dragons are running things. We already know how Future Tora feels. I think he could potentially leave if some things go haywire and he sees how the government's running. So it's interesting to see what Green Bull and his ideology and him just stepping through. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely, it's like, you know how each of the admirals stand for a specific type of justice or have a, so like, I'm just trying to find it now. So like, I'm just trying to think, what was it? So like, I know one's like absolute justice, and other one's like
lazy justice.
Justice, exactly.
Kizutoro.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I feel like his like, it's just like, he mentions it in his some way of stability justice. So because that's what he says, prejudice breeds stability. He wants stability. He doesn't want things to change. He's like, the world is perfect the way it is. It doesn't need to change. And that was pretty interesting. You mentioned him walking as well. It was just sick. The fact that he walks and he changes, that he can grow plants. First of all, he's fixed Wano, which is pretty sick. Second of all, do you think that's like advanced? I'm not awakened. Is that his awakened?
I think it's awakened. So it's awakened. If we're talking about power ups too, Yamato has hockey. That's advanced hockey too. That's pretty crazy, man. I mean, you would expect that since that's Kaido's son, whatever. Exactly. But like we haven't seen Yamato do any type of feat, like real feats or battles in the Onigashima raid for real. So it still kind of surprises you and keeps you off guard. Like honestly,
it was a hype moment because first off, Admiral Green Bull, like ever since the first chapter he was introduced, he's just this amazing badass. And I know even the way he introduces his fruit, he's like, the forest fruit made me the forest. It just like, it felt like there was power in it. And then like he's taken on the 9 Scabbers, and like,
hey, shout out to them. Shout out to the Scabbers, because they're like, look, we're not gonna let there are heroes. We're not gonna let nobody come through and bully us again. So that I think that's dope that they're having their moment. Because honestly, a lot of people thought maybe Usopp and Brook were going to team up. Like everybody had their own speculation about who was going to fight Green Bull. So, and not saying that it could happen again. Maybe next chapter we come through. I don't really have a prediction for next chapter yet. Maybe till we get to the end. But
like this chapter was just so full of everything. Like I can't. It's like where does Oda want to take it next? And we got so much more.
But how do you feel about, we also get a Momonosuke defending coming against fighting Green Bull for a quick maybe half of a panel? What do you think about that too?
Well, first off, he failed his Boro breath, which was pretty funny. But I was like, wait, he can do it? And then he just fails. Well, it was pretty funny. But like, you know, Momo, he's the what's the thing of Wano? No, is it the Shogun? He's a Shogun of Wano. Yes. So he's got to protect the country. He's got to protect his friends. So you got to respect him for it.
Do you think they'll open their borders up?
He himself said that he doesn't want. It's too early. I don't know why.
Mhm.
but there's obviously a reason. And fortunately,
Maybe,
because of that,
I think maybe the reason is he doesn't want the government to know that they're open and maybe try to come in and capitalize off that. Maybe he's waiting till the final battle to be that aid to Luffy
true,
and stuff
true,
like
that'd
that.
probably be the
So
first chance as well.
all
And
right,
yeah, let's go.
let's get to the heat of the next. So now we get we
I get
Shanks,
the
man,
cosplay stuff.
Shanks. So
Oh,
we get the out on the outside of Wano. We get Shanks and the Shanks, the red hair pirate crew. Talk about it, man. I know when I read this, I started screaming. What do you think?
you best believe I was like literally I have my younger brother, he's downstairs, he's not caught up to the manga. He
Right,
comes up because I'm here screaming my head off like first off the Yamato thing, now this as well.
right.
So it was insane. So it was really cool because we were all wondering who was the people, you know, when they were attacking the Marines from behind. We thought, was it like, you know, Big Mom's pirate crew? Was it other pirates? Who could it be? We thought, some of us thought it was the Grand Fleet.
So maybe like I never believed in the Shank evil ideology, but it's another again Shanks helping the Straw Hat crew.
Mm, mm,
Because if let's say CP9 comes through, I don't think or CP0, it would be CP0 or CP.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
one of those two. I'm sorry, but if they come through at the stage they're at now, I mean, I don't think they can't hold them off.
The interesting thing though is, you know, when Shanks is like, "You're Ben, you're Benny, it's time to go for the One Piece." I
Right.
was like, "Oh, okay, so Shanks does want to go and find the One Piece, or
Mhm.
does he?" I'm not sure. Well, how does Shanks? Because in the end, don't you think Luffy's gonna find it before Shanks? But if Shanks goes,
But Shanks has a lot years more knowledge. You know, he was with the
exactly,
right so you like there could be a world where I mean it's not possible because it is Luffy's story in a sense, but like Shanks has more pirate knowledge. You know, OG. I think has about 20 years on Luffy or something like that. So he probably could find it easier.
well, you know what? You know what? With it as well, um, does that make him and Luffy rivals now?
It
Is that
has
what's
to.
gonna?
It has to. It has to. They're on. They're both. They're everybody's a Yonko now. They all got a crew. I mean, we don't know if the crew's bounty yet, but I'm assuming that probably Zoro, Sanji, or both could be a billion, 1 billion
Exactly,
after this.
exactly.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I don't like the three. This is from the last chapter. I don't like the 3 billion log. I don't think 3 billion
Yeah,
for
I
law kid and Luffy the same. If anything, I predicted four for Luffy, and then
yeah, I
maybe
thought four.
I
Yeah,
thought four, and then I thought Law would get like 1.5 and I had Kid at
mm,
one. But
yeah,
three to me
yeah.
was really stupid. But you know,
I like the theories about it, but like you said, it didn't feel right because obviously Luffy did more. He deserved
right,
more.
right.
But
You know, it is
Oda
what
has
it
his
is.
ways, isn't it?
Right. And then we get a flashback because when this gets animated in like 10 years, because you know the
Yeah.
animated behind
Yes.
the flashback with giving the fruit and the Luffy Shanks flashback. You gotta love it, man. I always gotta love you some early One Piece. You know,
Of
reading
course.
this chapter made me think about, let me go rewatch One Piece, but then I'm like, do
Yeah.
I really want to
You
do
know what
that?
though? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think I've rewatched the start of One Piece at least 5 times.
Like
If
how far in the start?
like up until like Arlong Park, because that's so I've rewatched that 5 times separately, in dub and sub because I like both. But yeah, but like it was really fun. So yeah, definitely. If you want to,
Don't you think it's interesting too how like even Usopp Day I was like I'm not ready to see him so everybody's like what is that about, like are they about to have a snipe off or something like that, which is will be pretty
yo,
interesting, or will Usopp actually be mad because he left mom to to die basically, like how will Usopp interact with his father, you know?
maybe his dad is the one that will tell him he's finally the brave warrior of the sea or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
because
Who knows?
there's a lot of Usopp theories of Usopp dying or something like that, so I don't know. Now
Mm.
let's get to the big guns. What was happening at Reverie? So
Oh my god!
Sabo assassinates King Cobra. This is cap. This is
Of course,
cap. This is
of course,
cap.
100%. As soon as it came, I was like, well, the world government. But then who? Who killed King Cobra?
I feel like the world government could have had somebody killed him because he was allied with the Straw Hats, and he was saying that at the Reverie, and he wanted to put the Revolutionary Army like as public enemy number one because a lot of people are allied with them and think they're actually good for the world, and be like, look. Sabo, the brother of Luffy, assassinated King Cobra.
Yeah,
Look,
that
and then that also throws Alabasta against Sabo, which then throws Alabasta against Luffy.
thing is though, is crazy thing is, I like the way they're calling him an emperor. He's the Flame Emperor now.
Right.
He's like, does that put Sabo on the level of the Emperors of the Sea? I'm not
I
sure.
wouldn't think
Because,
so. I don't think so. But
because like,
it's cool.
do you feel like, how we all like power scalers, they put like Dragon on some of them put on because he's the most, wanted pirate. We
Right,
put
right.
Dragon on par with the
Yonkos,
what
the
the
Yonkos.
Yonkos, yeah. So with Sabo like becoming dubbed the Flame Emperor, do you think he's also on that level now? Or
No, I think it's propaganda trying to scare people. But like I'm not saying he's not powerful, but like I don't think he might. I guess if Buggy's a Yonko, I guess he could be. But
fair enough, fair
so
enough.
yeah, I guess. But
You know what though?
I don't
I
think
was at
he's I don't think he's in the Blackbeard Shanks Luffy class or the
true, true.
like I don't think he's like there, but he could be in the I think he could be in like the Zoro, no, not the Sanji, Log Kid, that type of tier. Like maybe like tier that would be like tier B, because if you got S, then maybe like tier B. I can see
Yeah.
that.
The one thing I am happy about is the fact that Sabo didn't get caught. I didn't the theories of
Yeah, everybody
Sabo
thought
got
Sabo got
caught
caught and we got to
and then
rescue him.
Luffy had to go. Yeah.
Thank God.
I
I'm happy. We didn't need another rescue, save a brother arc. Been there, done that. Also, Vivi is kidnapped. What do you think happened? What's up with Vivi, man?
I don't know. I feel like something must have happened. And I just know that the character of King Cobra, he must have tried to protect someone. And I bet a celestial dragon did it. I bet a
Mhm.
celestial dragon did it. Killed King Cobra
And
trying to protect
we
him.
have the Revolutionary Army's not playing. They also went to Mary Joyce.
And they
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 went
they threw hands and they survived and they went back alive. So
they're look, they said, look, we trying to wrap up One Piece too, man. Like so, look, so how do you also we also saved Kuma.
exactly, man.
Kuma
See,
got saved.
things are happening. Man, this is crazy, man.
So then we also get to, I mean, we have some more big points. Akainu saying, I'm tired, like towards the end of the chapter, I'm tired of this. What do you think Akainu does? Because if I'm the military, their hands are stretched. You got two admirals and Mary Joyce trying to fight. You got probably hella fleet people going. We still don't know what's going with Cody. Where's Guard? Guard doesn't really want to get involved. What's Kizaru? I mean, you can still have Kizaru, but you got so many threats right now. You can't see Kizaru everywhere. This is when the military needs something. I got a crazy theory. I
Come on,
think
tell me.
they'll try to hunt down and find Vegapunk and use them to help build them an army to
Hunt
do
him
that.
down. Wow.
I don't know how they would do that, but they need some really they need some forces because their military it's kind of weak, man.
You know what? With the way with this chapter went, I wouldn't be surprised if NL just comes down from the moon. So many things
I
happen.
mean at this point, but NL is so free spirited. Like how would they try to get him? Would you think NL would just do his own thing or?
I'm not sure, man. I'm just going in a circle, but back to Green Ball. His Devil Fruit was sick. I can't even lie. It just
Mm,
reminded me how powerful Logia is. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. So I think we kind of covered everything in this chapter, even though it felt like so much. What if there's anything else you want to talk about this chapter or talk about your favorite moment of this chapter?
my favorite. Well, I like you said, there were moments in this chapter I was screaming about. Firstly, Yamato going toe to toe with an admiral. That was pretty sick. And then there's also the Kobe. I mean,
And then
the, the
Yamato joining the crew. So Yamato's
exactly,
probably what like the third strongest now? So
exactly.
we would
She
have
unless
Luffy,
Oda wants to keep
Zoro.
the dynamic of the
Right,
trio, but
right.
she theoretically is at least on par with Luffy, if not either on par with Zoro. It's debatable. It's actually good. The Jinbei, it wasn't a good debate. The
Mhm.
Yamato is a good debate, but like Oda might try, still maintain the monster trio and
Right,
still
right.
ride with Sanji. So it is what it
Right, right,
is.
right. So also we get an interview from Oda. Oda said he said apparently 3 years. That's what it was an interview. He said
Is that left? Shit.
yeah, he said 3 years. He said But then he was like, I don't know. Basically, he came back and was like, I don't know. It could be 3, it
You
could
know
be
what
5.
though? It does feel like it's speeding up. I don't know if you
Yeah.
felt through the chapters. It's just the way the story.
But
It
also,
just
I
feels
do
like
feel like this was the chapter of coming back. So you could go 2 ways with chapter. You can go very chill, or you could something hit you off with something like very like this action packed, a lot of information, this and that. Because I wouldn't be surprised if the next chapter is like this. We get the Stride Cruise. They're talking about, what island are we going to? Like, we go back to our kind of chill ways. So I'm
they're busy doing this, while
yeah.
Yamato is busy holding off an admiral.
Yeah,
And they're
like
like, oh,
I know he said 3 years, but if we get 5 or 6, 7, I'm
maybe
not
another 10
shocked.
now. I'd like. You know what
So
though? I know this probably isn't a discussion for this video, but like I feel like the anime community is gonna be a little bit lost when One Piece finishes. Cause
yeah,
like I don't think the anime community has been the same since Naruto is finished. So
right,
well, but oh well, something's gonna come out there. We
right,
still
right.
got
We always got some new gen heat. Maybe nothing as long or nothing. Obviously, like I feel like it's gonna be hard to have another some like with the ways and mangakas are dying sadly in a way.
oh the
Animators are getting burnt out. I don't know if we're ever gonna get like another 1,000+ series, but we will get another top dog, and we're making
100%,
some we're making
100%.
some good strides right now. So, what is your favorite panel from this chapter?
My favorite panel. Let's see. There was a couple. But like my favorite. Oh, I just scrolled past it. Shanks. Just
Yeah,
Shanks.
I was gonna do Eric.
Just Shanks. Just look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Mine was gonna be the one when he said, "Beck, it's time to go. It's time to go find the One Piece."
Exactly.
That's gonna be the thumbnail for this episode. So you know,
Um, yeah,
that's mine.
definitely,
So
definitely.
what would you rate this chapter out of 10? I feel like we
Uh,
already know, but
I'd actually rate it a 50 out of 10. Maybe not 100, but a definite 50 out of 10.
yeah, man, 12 out of 10 for me. This is the best way to start your comeback into your final. So Saga Oda, this is a great chapter, and I appreciate you, and I love you, Oda.
Hey, we love One Piece.
Facts, facts, facts. Before we get out of here, again, plug your stuff. Tell them where they can find you, right, man.
Catch me at Nova Swole Edemeter. Yeah, we keep it anime fitness. And yeah, massive appreciation again, show. Amazing video.
Thank you for coming on again. Remember, follow the gang everywhere on his social media. Remember, go like, comment, subscribe, turn notification, notify all Anime Against Your content. Let us know down below. You read this chapter. What do you think of One Piece 1054? What do you think of all the theories? Who's stronger than who? Let us know all that down below. And also, let us know what other manga you're reading. We got some heat manga right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And we are out. Peace.